touching on something else too. It's like this outrage culture, the SJWs. I don't think we've ever been in a point in America where not only have we really reached equality, and I don't mean individualistic. Listen, if you walk down the street and someone's like, you're a fag, that doesn't mean that you're oppressed. That means one guy is an asshole, and that's really all it means. That guy is not a representative of all people that he looks like. So, people having these instances where this one guy was racist to me, so America's racist, like, you're a fucking idiot. We're all individuals. All white people aren't racist. And, maybe not all Japanese people will tell you that you're fat when you try to order a burger. And, it's this thing, like, cultures all have their thing. Japanese people will literally tell you, you're fat, you shouldn't have that burger, have a salad. And an American will think, oh my God, it's so rude. And it's not, because it comes from a place of love. You're fat, you're going to die young, and I'm telling you something that'll help put some years on your life, and you turn around and treat that person like an asshole, well, maybe you're the fat asshole. And, it's just this outrage, like, where does it come from? And, one could even argue that the underclasses have more power, because the rest of us are so worn out by it all that when someone comes and complains to you that so-and-so was mean to me, you just want to nip it in the bud. And so people are getting fired for just being assholes, which is stupid. This is America. We are a land of assholes. I mean, when you really think about it. And it's something that's really great about us, because we are supposed to be this culture of people who cut through the bullshit. And now there's so much of it, we can't cut it. It's like fighting a wave. And, listen, this outrage culture, like if you're a tranny, okay, like, I have my opinions on that, and they could be wrong. I personally think, it's trans dysmorphia, and Johns Hopkins would write reports stating that it's a mental illness. So I kind of go along those lines. Listen, you don't know if you're a man or a woman. You don't know what you are. That's not normal. And yeah, I'm using that word normal. Ooh, it's offensive. But it's not. You're like less than 1% of the population. But the thing is, you have the same rights everyone else has. If you want extra rights, you should probably go fuck off and live in another country that gives extra rights to people like you. Oh, wait, there aren't any. Okay. So maybe stop complaining and just understand that you are on the fringe, and like me, I'm a white guy with dreads. I have to accept that people walk up to me and they assume things about me, like, oh, you're appropriating black culture. I've actually never had that in 23 years of having dreads. I've never had someone be like, oh, you're trying to rip off black people, because it's stupid. It's completely unfactual, and I've never met anyone stupid enough to really come up to me and say anything like that, thank God. I know we all saw that one woman a couple years ago in the college, and the little Jewish kid, and I could see getting offended at that, because that kid, he was not Rasta, he was not a Nazareth, and he wasn't a Christian. He was a little Jewy kid who was a DJ who was trying to look cool in an urban environment. That is kind of appropriation, and that's not even to say that appropriation's wrong. You can have an opinion about it, but it's not illegal. This is America. If people want to walk around in blackface, fucking, it's just how it is, And I'm sorry, but yes, I think it would be wrong. Yes, I would think you were an asshole, but I also think that you should be allowed to do that. No one should be able to attack you, like this whole punch a Nazi thing, because as far as I'm aware, most Nazis have got, if they're still alive, they're in their 90s. So why would you go punch a 90-year-old man? I don't know. The German Workers' Socialist Party, that was around in the 1930s. And if you're an American and you're not a socialist, then you're not a Nazi. So, yeah. Anyways, but it's funny to me. It's so funny to me that people are so outraged. And it's simple to figure out. Listen. 20, 30 years ago, gay people are getting dragged behind trucks. Hey, you faggot, chasing them down, beating their ass. I grew up in a hick town where people used to give me shit for my hair, and I got in fights all the time. Fact of life. And I hated rednecks for the longest time. And then as I got older, I met people that didn't give a shit about my hair and judged me for the content of my character. And, so now I don't generalize like I did when I was a teenager. I turned 25 and my prefrontal cortex fully developed, and I'm able to make rational decisions and thoughts, and it's great. So personally, I think if you're under 25, you have like no skin in this game. Not to say that you can't have an opinion, but you have a bunch of 19, 20-year-old college kids running around telling the rest of the world what's right when your brain isn't even fully developed, so go fuck yourself. And I do apologize for my faggoty, lispy voice. I know it's there. Just deal with it, because I can't fix it. If I could, I'd sound like Barry White or something like that, but, it's just, it's basically that, gay people, they had it rough, and then there are all these organizations, they got all this money for gay rights, raising awareness, propaganda, and then it happened, and then we've reached this kind of sense of equality in our society where gay people are all over. No one cares. No one cares that you're gay, you're not special, sorry to tell you. But all those organizations that supported you, they were making so much money, and now that we've reached this sense of equality, they have to become hyperbolic and create problems so that they can keep getting that money. Like, oh my god, gay people, we're still under attack, send money, send money. You shouldn't do that. These people are just lazy assholes who don't want to get a real job, These are like, what's that fucking guy's name? The preacher. Every time there's a kid gets shot. Al Sharpton. Yeah, right. Basically, there's a whole bunch of Al Sharptons. You got your tranny Al Sharpton. You got your gay Al Sharpton. You've got your Christian right-wing Al Sharptons. It's all just hyperbolic. And what's funny is it all serves to the purpose that we cannot galvanize as a nation and fight the real problems as long as you people are whining about the stupidest shit. Oh my god, someone misgendered me. Oh my god, so-and-so's racist. Oh my god, this. Oh my god, that. Oh my god, people have different opinions. Who fucking cares? Because at the end of the day, you've all been propagandized. Because if you don't see that you have to join together, put aside the little differences, and focus on what's real, we live in a country that is terrorizing the world. And nobody cares because you're too busy worrying about the imaginary people you think are terrorizing you. Whether they exist or not, not really important in the grand scheme of things. But in America, we're so, what is it now? What is the average attention span of the American? Is it 4 seconds? Is it like 1 second less than a goldfish? So if it's not entertaining, you don't care. If it doesn't suit your needs in that present moment, you don't care. And I see it all the time because, I talk to people about politics and stuff like that. And, there's a lot of people they gloss over. In fact, I would say the only people that even give a shit about what's going on are people like over 70. Anytime I talk to someone my age, younger, they don't care. They're, trying to live my life, go on, blah, 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 head in the sand, which is fine. People don't want to get up and revolt. Because as Americans, it's our responsibility and duty to do things like that. We've been told this for a long time. And we've lost that. And it's this thing, well, I'm safe, I'm comfortable, I got a family, I can't go out, and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, that's fine until it comes to you. But no one thinks that's going to happen. Everyone thinks that America's just so locked down. It's all so... It's just this fine-tuned machine, and it's really not. It's really not. America is about as stable as the stucco houses that line it. And it's time